Hello and welcome to Excellent Touch Tutorials. I am Sir Isaac. In this video on numbers and numeration, I'm going to be sharing with you the types of numbers. We have different kinds or types of numbers. Number one, we have the natural numbers. The natural numbers are the ones you know, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the list continues. We call them the natural numbers. You know those counting numbers? Numbers you were taught essentially when you were in your kindergarten. We call them natural numbers. It's the most basic number. And then number two, we have whole numbers. Whole numbers are all the natural numbers including 0. So what makes whole numbers different from natural numbers is just that whole numbers have 0. Whole numbers have 0. Then number 3, we have integers. Integers are positive numbers, 0, and all negative numbers combined. So we are talking about all the numbers before -5, then -4, then -3, -2, -1, then 0, then 1, then 2, 3, 4, and so on. 5, 6, 7 integers. Positive numbers, zeros, and negative numbers. And I'd like you to understand that as you go from left to right, the numbers are increasing. So it means that 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3, and so on. The same thing also applies here. So it means here, this is the list, this is greater, and this is greater than this, 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3, and so on. In this case, -5 is less than -4, so -4 is greater than -5, -3 is greater than -4, -2 is greater than -3, -1 is greater than -2, 0 is greater than -1, 1 is greater than 0, 2 is greater than 1, and so on. So please take note of that. These numbers are arranged in their increasing order. So there are numbers that actually came before -5, such as -6, -7, -8, -9. They all came before -5. Okay, they are all categorized as integers. Then number 4, we have what we call rational numbers. Now, rational numbers are numbers that can be written in form of fraction. So they are essentially fractions. E.g., 1/2, 3/5, and so on. They are rational numbers. One beautiful thing about rational numbers is that all natural numbers, all whole numbers, all integers can actually be expressed in forms of fractions. So they are all under rational numbers. Okay? If you look at it very, very well, you realize that this is a subset of this, this is a subset of this, and this is a subset of this. Please take note of that. Subset in the sense that all natural numbers are contained inside whole numbers. All whole numbers are contained inside integers. And all integers, all whole numbers, all natural numbers, they are all contained in rational numbers. Okay? Because we are saying that rational numbers are numbers you can write in form of fraction. And here you're having 1/2, and 1 is right there, 2 is also right there. So the combination of natural numbers or whole numbers or integers will give you rational numbers. Okay? Now, but numbers that can be written in form of fraction is what we call rational numbers. You may be asking, so how can we write 2 in form of fraction. We can write 2 all over 1, that will still be giving us 2. And when you write it in form of 2 over 1, that's already rational, because when you express a number in form of fraction, it gives you rational numbers. So all numbers that can be expressed in form of fractions are considered as rational numbers. Number 5 is the opposite of rational number, and we call them irrational numbers. Now, irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be expressed in form of fractions. Of course, they are not here. So there are a few of them, and they are surds, numbers that you have to write at the square root. And next is non-repeating decimals. For example, 0.1438, and then the decimal continues indefinitely. They are all examples of irrational numbers, non-repeating decimals. And next example of irrational number is some symbols such as pi. They are all example of non-repeating decimals though. Pi, which is actually 3.142 and so on, and then natural log, and so on and so forth. Then number 6